3, 2, 1.
You were already switched by the time you were doing the countdown. Everybody heard you.
Huzzah!
Hi, guys.
Hola todos.
Hi, Toast. Hi, Bison.
Oh. It is the hider of bisons.
Coming in and laughing. Laughing at the monk. Well, welcome in, guys. It is the monthly myth review. Here again. And I am hiding, but that's okay. Because I kind of want to do it this way. I actually hope that Monk can join me every week. I don't know, maybe I'll have to start doing these earlier so he can make sure to be here.
Oh yeah.
I just feel awkward just hosting them by myself, and it's not my art, so I feel weird showing my face.
Yeah.
Aww.
She's too nice to admit that I bully her into letting me hang out.
Oh, whatever. That sounds right. Yes, thank you so much for gifting Bison a sub, Monk.
Hell yeah. Pipe. Pipe, pipe.
Pipe. Pipe.
Take that, Bison.
Take that. The meanest bullying. The nicest.
Yeah.
Nicest, meanest. Oops, I
This is
accidentally hearted
This
something.
is how I cyberbully people.
Alright. So, to talk about something here, I wanted to eat up a little bit of time before we started. I am recording this. I am going to try to get these on YouTube. The goal is to start getting into a stream schedule again. Trying to prep for, like, Fan Expo right now, which is at the end of the month. Not doing too well, but I want to make some major shifts in my work life and all of that stuff this summer, so I'm hoping to focus more on content and less on work. So we'll see if I can make that shift gracefully or not. But I'll keep you guys updated. So this is too important to me, so I'll figure it out. I love this community and I love you guys. So yeah, if I have to make some adjustments and we start streaming during some of the daytimes, I'll let you know, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Alright, should we get started with the first one, or should we wait just a little bit longer?
We can wait a little bit. We'll
Yeah,
just stare at the
I think
narwhals.
we're early. We're like
dancing in my eyeballs.
I know, why are they so close to your face?
It's because they like me. They want my grape juice.
Your grape juice.
Back the fuck off, narwhal.
My
I've been betrayed.
juice. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can move them a little bit. Stream avatars. Come on, stream avatars, move down.
The bot is dead.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, I'll fix the bot. Sorry, you're gonna get avatars stuck in your face.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why it logged me out of my bot. Like, it's really irritating.
Look at how creepy our avatars are. Yours is animated. And it's facing away from my avatar. You've got a cat there. And then my avatar is dead still. Off in the distance over there, just staring at yours.
Sipping your juice and
Yep.
staring.
Just sipping my juice, looking all cute over there. Just staring like a creeper.
Now I feel like I have to animate one for you.
Yeah, you gotta make it so that he at least blinks from time to time.
animate that though, right?
Blinking? Hell yeah. Blinking, winking, and nod.
You gonna animate some fart emotes?
Nope.
Airbending emotes, I mean? Is that still a nope?
I feel insulted. Yo, because my eyes are all bad and blurry, this Jasconius from a distance that you've got pulled up on stream here looks like he's got an afro. Looks like he's got an afro with trees.
Deadbot is alive. You see this?
Welcome back to work, Deadbot. Glad to see.
Jeez, is that how long it's been dead?
Yep.
Okay, let me see and make sure that everything's connected, because like that doesn't make any sense. It disconnected my bot. Connections bot, and then streamer. Just like generate. Yeah, because it's not connected to my stream right now. I don't even know why it's working.
Interesting. I think it's maybe those were, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer, guys. Any attempt to answer will be some conversational tones exiting my tuchus.
Is this airbending or farting?
No, it would be talking out my ass.
So airbending.
Isn't that right, Bison Hider?
Okay, the bot is now activated, and we still have 7 minutes, but I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking we need to just start.
Hell yeah, let's start. Let's start this party.
That's what we get for
exactly
starting
how
early.
to start this party. Who?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do no. No, no. Okay. Now that is over with, shall we move on? Okay, so the first piece. Stop! For the love of everything, stop. Okay, this piece is Evolutions. Or not Evolutions, see now you made me mess up. This is Creative Jenny's. Oh my gosh, Monk is fired, guys. Fired. Out of a cannon. Alright, so this, the title on this is Jasconius, and it is by Creative Jenny. It says, meet the Jasconius, a whale with an island on its back. Beware though, this might look innocent. If you light a fire, it will dive to the depths. I use pencil, watercolor paints, and gel pens for the stippling and the green on the trees. Oh, nice, so it's a mixed media. Very cool. Do you want to start with describing the piece?
It's cool that it's mixed media. That's cool. I like the lighting, whether it was intentional or not. That we've got some that there's lighting that the behind coming from the window, that it's pouring in from one side more than it is the other. It is either intentionally or unintentionally adding atmosphere to the image. But I definitely like I just like the the angry little face he's got on him. I feel so bad for the Jasconius, you know? Whales are such innocent creatures, but the Jasconius mythos, the lore, is of the whales being mean and luring people into their death. So, with that being the backstory, I think that this angry demeanor that we've got rocking on this whale definitely fits the mean story of the Jasconius. And yeah, I like that. I like that it's mixed media for sure. I didn't even notice that. I feel bad that I didn't notice that, but
that's why I like
it definitely helps.
She added
Yeah,
that.
it definitely helps add a lot of detail on the fins now that I'm looking closer at the stippling. I bet you inspired her.
Alright, well, I have to start off with saying, like, I really like how you showed us the perspective in the water here. Like, if somebody was boating on the water line here, they wouldn't actually see the whale at all, which I thought was kind of cool, like, a little cool touch there. They would only see the island. They would think this was an island, and then you mentioned in your story that, like, if you light a fire, that it would die. No one would be wary or unsure about lighting a fire on this beach here because it looks like just a small beachfront, property. Like, oh, I'm gonna go and get in some coconut trees and light a fire, and then they drown. So I thought that was kind of a cool touch that you tried to make it more island-like. One of the things that I really like too here was that I don't know if this was intentional either, but you have one bush there and it just happens to be at the very top of its head, so it almost looks like that's hair. It kind of adds to its demeanor too, like that angry demeanor that Mike was talking about. It kind of adds a little bit of fun and creativity to the character, and adds to some of this like grumpy demeanor. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I love that you experimented with different medias, like all over the place. I'm enjoying like seeing the more watercolor painting, kind of like mixing with the colored pencils. I would definitely suggest that in the future, if you're looking for a new medium, try the watercolored pencils. They're really fun. You can they kind of have that like mixed feeling, but then they go a little bit further with the blending. If you're looking for a new medium to try, I think that you might enjoy it since you're already kind of mixing the mediums together right now. But yeah, great work, and I can't wait to see your next piece. I guess
little mohawk push definitely adds to the bad boy streak.
Yeah, the mohawk whale. So let's see. And then Bison says, I like the effect on the underside and the underside of the fins. Yeah, I really like that you went and did stippling. Stippling is, like I've said before, it's a kryptonite of mine. I love and hate it all at the same time. So I love when I see people tackling the stippling. And it's really hard to stipple with gel pens. I stippled with gel pens for a long time. The first time I did my comic, it was all stippling and gel pens, and it's always fun when your gel pen decides to leak on you, and you went from thinking you were going to put a dot to having a blob on your piece of paper. So, I don't know if that happened with you, but they're just not an easy medium to stipple in. So, yeah, I feel your pain on that. I hope that didn't happen to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the next piece. And guys, I did share Creative Jenny's Linktree. Definitely go and follow them there and all of the places that they shared. They also are a writer, and I believe they're still streaming on Twitch, so definitely go and check them out. The next one is Punky Dumplings. So let's look at Punkies. This one's Punkies. Oh, did you want to read it?
Yeah, I can read it. Here we go. I was in the middle of doing this. Bam! That's the Linktree, guys. Okay. Alright. The title of Punky's art is Playdate. And she wrote thus. So this piece ended up with me trying to kill two birds with one stone. The monthly myth, and also my singular mermaid piece. I decided to really try to push for how I use lighting and color theory, and I think there are some big successes in this, along with some losses. I am really happy with how the lighting effects took on the water, or looked on the water, and the glow hitting the baby whale and cake. And I also really like how I was able to use some atmospheric perspective on the Jasconius in the background. This was definitely a piece I learned a lot with, and I will be excited to try a method like this again soon. If you're wondering why the way I read hers is because she uses all caps in some words and she likes to use exclamation points, and I will scream those parts. But Punky, Punky. I feel like if I say your name enough, I'll just summon you so that you can hear all of the wonderful things I want to say. But I'm a sucker for lighting, and I'm glad to see that you wrote here that lighting theory was specifically something that you wanted to sharpen and hone for this piece. You tackled a lot in terms of lighting here, because you've got your general lighting, and then you're tackling the challenge of having it reflect off of a watery surface, and then deciding how you want it to behave after it goes through a surface. So you've got three mediums in which it has to behave very differently, and I think that it looks very beautiful. And regardless of whether or not someone wants to aim for realism, I think that composition usually ends up taking over. I think sometimes we suspend disbelief for a little while in order to make things work better. And so with the way the lighting is coming off of your main source here, it definitely creates this beautiful triangular composition, and it all feeds into wanting to just make my way from the upper left corner to the main subject here and just look at the relationship of all of the parts that are happening here. I think that the way that you have the Jasconius in the background just hanging out, chilling, really shows that your mermaid here is casually a part of the pod that is here, and
He's
that
a manatee.
a manatee can just come and go and hang out, say, "Yo, what's up, Jasconius? What's up, homie?" And it'd be perfectly fine. And the last thing I'll say, because I don't want to run on too long, is, damn girl, look at that head. Damn. Ooh. I'm done.
Okay. Well, I have to say, Punky, one of the things that really stood out to me are the eyes on these whales. I didn't actually know that the smaller one was a baby whale, but like now that Monk read that, I could definitely see the scale difference, and the eye on the mother is so like, she seems so annoyed and just like, oh my gosh, like I'm carrying a damn island on my back. Can this kid stop going up to things that I don't want it to talk to? This motherhood all wrapped into one right there on that face. I love that there's so much expression on both of the whales' faces. You definitely nailed the curiosity in the younger Jasconius. And in the older one, you definitely have this like more irritated, you know, just kind of like carrying the world on your back type of feel. And that's hard to do, like trying to get expression with animals in general, but like whales, they have such a particular look, and it's really hard to push away from that look to cause expression. And I'm really shocked that you, because okay, I don't mean shocked that you did it, but just like I didn't expect to see any emoting whales. I didn't expect to see any emoting whales because how difficult it is. Oh, you stop. My bird is screaming because I'm talking with my hands, and he's very entertained. You guys can't see it, but yeah, he thinks I'm dancing over here. But yeah, just beautiful work on that, and I love that you use this to experiment with color and lighting. Your sky is gorgeous. And everything where the light is touching in the sky area, like including the island, just very beautifully lit. Water is extremely difficult. You're going from like a above water scene to an underwater scene, and I love that you're experimenting with that. Like I've also tried to do something like that. It's extremely difficult. I do like that you put some atmospheric background in there, so the whale that's further from us has a little bit more blue, so we can't see the mother as much because like she's a little further in the distance, which is something that a lot of people forget to do. You did a really good job because it does definitely pull the mother further back. So just great attention to detail and lighting. I love the rays coming through the like, and one of my favorite parts about this is like the water right above the manatee's hair is like you can see like specks of the sky, so like you can see the orange coming through the water, which is really cool. So just great attention to detail. Like Monk was saying, great hair. Underwater hair is not easy either. So you definitely like tackled a very large piece in a short amount of time, and I hope that you learned some good things from it, because it looks like you did. It's a gorgeous piece, and yeah, like I always look forward to your pieces, Funky. So I just can't wait to see what you come up with next, and just see like how you grow with each piece that you do. I remember when you first got into digital and you were struggling and you weren't able to accomplish the lighting and stuff that you wanted and the water that you wanted, like back in the day, and here it is. I mean, what is this, 3 years later? Oh my gosh. I mean, you're pro. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, let's see what chat has to say. Guys, get in there and click on that link tree for Punky Dumpling. We can repost it if people come in. Here, let's go ahead and repost it. Oh, thank you, Monk. Go ahead and click on that link tree. Follow Punky in all the spots. Punky is a streamer, an artist. They sell merch. They sell stickers. And I believe they're on Etsy as well, and they sell originals. So definitely get in there and follow the support.
They're very active on TikTok.
Yes, they're doing really good on TikTok. Or sorry, she's doing very well on TikTok. Bison says the light moving through the areas of the water is really nice. Ron, hi Ron, says, is that who I think it is? No. You know what? I was thinking this earlier that, I don't know if you had the same thought, but the manatee looks, like I could see aspects of Punky's face in the manatee, and I don't know if that's what you mean by that question. But they say that we draw our likenesses on accident in our pieces, so I don't know if she used reference to draw the smile, but I think it looks a little like Punky's face. But I'm not sure if that's what you're asking. Okay, and then Mindsai says killer work. Good good rate God rays on point. I think you were saying good. And then Mindsai says really pretty. Love the colors. Oh no, I was referring to saying monkey again. Okay. Well then that's me projecting. Punky, I think this looks a little like you in the facial expression and just the I was wondering if you'd used reference of yourself for the expression in your manatee. But alright, we can go to the next piece.
Next piece.
Uh-oh.
And welcome on in, everybody.
My computer's trying to crash.
Stop doing that, computer. It's bad for your health.
Okay, so the next piece is Autumns.
Autumn? You're a wizard.
Okay, it says the title is Jasconius, and this is by Autumn's Art Studio. She says, finally got something done to reveal for this month. It's the underwater traveling forest turtle. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Okay, so I will start, but I wanted to drop this link tree. Oh my gosh. Am I dropping frames at all? No, I'm not. I just don't know why my computer's not working. Alright. So, to start off, I have to say that I'm excited to see that you put in a reveal this month. And you were the only one that put in a turtle. I actually asked Monk, I was like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, we have a turtle. Because everyone did whales. But, yes, Jasconiuses can be turtles. So, that was exciting. I really like the expression on your turtle here. It seems to be very happy. It's a very happy turtle with trees growing out of its back. I don't know how happy a turtle would actually be with trees growing out of its back. But this one's happy. It's a beautiful sea turtle. You could definitely tell that that's the reference that you have with the more sleek body. So good work on that. I also see that you might have used like a water texture, or is that an actual image in the background with the water? So I do like the texture that you added on top of everything. And yeah, I'm liking like the more monochromatic. I'm trying to figure out the texture on the trees. I'm trying to figure out if that is a drawn on texture or if that is one added with an image. Because it's gorgeous on the trees there, but I'm not exactly sure what it is made out of.
I think it works really well and plays really well with the whole vibe of everything. It makes them look very aged. Gives a good accent to the way everything else looks. Oh, is it my turn? I was just trying. I was just adding on to the what you were saying about the part. But the first thing I noticed when I looked at it was I like the pose that you were aiming for here on the head. I think it's difficult sometimes to draw something that is slightly like beginning to turn away, and I feel like I can see that you were aiming to have it start to like be turning away a little bit here. So I definitely like how that turned out. And I like that you chose to go with the turtle portion of the lore as well. When I was looking into the mythos, I I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with a whale or a turtle because um, with me having a Dungeons and Dragons background, I kind of wanted to do a turtle because in Dungeons and Dragons they represent it as a turtle. Um, but I think that it was a good color choice to have as much of the blue of the water um, blended into the hues of the turtle itself, and I think that that worked out really well. Um, but yeah, and I like the detailing on his fins. I think that that's a good touch too.
Alright.
But again, glad to see you back into the swing of things. Hope
Yes,
that you keep on submitting.
Mindsai says there's some great shapes in this piece, nice textures, and facial expression. Ron says the roots are amazing. Yeah, guys, go and follow Autumn's art studio in all of the places as well. I believe she has a Ko-fi, and she also sells merch and stickers and stuff through Redbubble. So if you want to support her stuff, that's where you can find her. So let's check out the next piece. The next piece is spiders. So
Okie dokie. So the title of this one, by Spider, and again, let's put that Instagram in there. That's the link that he wanted to share. Boop. And boop. There we go. Follow that. The title is The Island. And here we go. Let's see. New entry. 12441 PD. I woke upon that clandestine island, the new portable compact photography kit, and my collections of seemingly non-composed mentis entries and logs. Salvation came free from the pungent odor and hideous matriarch of the aphotic depths that claimed my crew such a time ago. The ship traversed the booked route of its benefactor and happened upon my distress signal. A crew of swarthy sailors and sturdy backs rowed me back to the modern safety of their vessel. The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood. I would note all the oddities of this world. Lo, the very scary I awoke upon, sparse with a flora, was not as it seemed. The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl into their image. She is their queen, indeed a creature of the greatest magnitude. Towering, fierce, terrible, it dredged great swaths of water and fish, pulling and pushing the waves in its wake. The protrusions upon its back, like a moving island, small mountains and infrequent palms, spanned a long length, and still the fish had more flesh, trailing into the dark depths, like that of the beauteous Jormungandr. This is not the only giant that has been seen in the hallowed oceans, and won't be the last, I fear. The Federation, founded so young a time ago, is changing already. I must confess I fear the future. I must be sure my research makes it to the hands of my descendants. New entry 12441 PD. My ancestor has become more erratic. I have already created caches with instructions, a divine sense of paranoia, but the end may be nigh. I feel as though leaving the island's safety, where wholesome marine life can flourish, if indeed there is a such thing, has protected us from something more sinister. Its limbs haunted my very dreams. The voyage I need to take will be long. By the time you find this next cache, I am confident a more commodious transport will be available. Smudges separating into a new entry.
Hmm.
I love it. Spider! That was a beautiful story. I loved that. I love that it was letters back and forth between an ancestor and a descendant. But you always do such a wonderful job at pulling me into the worlds that you are creating for the waifus that you bestow upon our eyes. I love your colorful language and your wide vocabulary. Um, I consider myself a fairly avid reader, uh, and so I consider myself to have a decent vocabulary, but I don't read as often as I used to. And some of the words that you used definitely tripped me up, even though I knew them. So just beautiful writing, and then for the piece, the very first thing I want to mention is that I love that you chose to avoid drawing the part of the body that is underwater, that you didn't draw it with significant detail, that you made it scratchy, you made it lighter and less detailed. That way it would be consumed by indeed being underwater, and with the graphite medium that you used, I think that you pulled it off really well. The second piece, or the second thing that I really wanted to mention, is I just love the way uh, that you pulled off the the ripples, the way that you chose to draw the waves, the wakes that are coming off of her body and everything. I think that that turned out really, really well. Um, and just good job, man. Just good job on the. Somehow you managed to make yet another mythos that seems impossible to turn into a waifu. You turned it into a waifu. So, just great job.
That's
And
how
the
it's
sky, the sky. Sorry, I had to add just another thing because it kind of just caught my eye just now. But I love just the way that you, like the very light penciling where you implicated and didn't indicate. I think that's something important. I think that's an important skill to develop as an artist sometimes, depending on your approach, is to implicate things and not necessarily hardline indicate clouds. But there's definitely clouds in that sky, and the way that you faintly hinted at their existence was beautifully done. I'm done.
okay. Well, the one thing that I really noticed here was that you have people actually standing on the island. You have somebody sitting on a rock on the edge of the beach, and you have a lighthouse and a ship. You also have like roadways going up the mountains. You have birds in the foreground as well as in the very far background. Just like you have built, like Monk said, you've built a world here. And one of the things I really liked about it was that you have made a mermaid out of her. So like I didn't even think to do that when we were thinking of waifus and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I guess that would be the thing that you would do, right? It's mermaid. and we were supposed to do whales, and you're doing a waifu, so I mean mermaid, but I guess I didn't see how that could be a Jasconius, but you've pulled it off. You've got a waifu that looks very weary because she has like all of these things growing off her back and these people living on this growth on her back. She's not looking like she's enjoying this a whole lot, but I get the feeling that she obviously swims near the surface and allows them to live on her, which is kind of a cool story in itself and something very beautiful. This seems like it would be a character that I would love to see in an actual story where, you know, it just isn't explained. It's like one of those things like people are living on this island and it just happens to be a mermaid and they just don't kind of talk about it, but it's a really cool like Easter egg thing. But yes, I absolutely love this, and great work on making this waifu and inviting us into this world with your storytelling. Yeah, like Monk was saying, great work on the clouds. That was probably my favorite part, was looking at the clouds there. It looks like you bit away with it with your eraser. You also did the same thing, adding sunlight to the water there. Yeah, I'm really excited to see this piece, and I think it turned out really well. So I'm going to the comments, and Ron, I'm not sure what you meant by that. I don't know if you were talking to Monk or not, but yeah. And welcome in, Moptech. Thank you so much for the sub. I know it was gift sub to you, but you know, for coming in and sharing your time with us.
Hola, Cersei artist.
And hi, Cersei. Okay, so shall we move to the next one? What do you mean about my comment? Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were what you meant by that comment. The one previously. Oh, Cersei 7. I like it. Is that from Song of the Soul? What was that one? Song of the Sea? Cersei?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's what it's from, but I love that animation, so that's why I have to ask if that's where you got it from. The little sister. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Yeah, were you talking about something that Monk was talking about, or were you talking about the piece?
Because we don't accept that here if you were talking about the piece.
Yeah. I just wanted clarification because, yeah, if it was about the piece, then we're gonna have a talk, but if it was about something Monk said, then I wanted to clarify on what he had said exactly. No, it wasn't about the piece. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because, you know, sometimes people watch the VODs and if it's out of context, like, it could really hurt someone's feelings. So I just wanted to make sure you weren't talking about, the piece. Yeah, I just didn't see it pop up when you actually said it, so I don't even remember what it was about. I figured it was something Monk was saying.
Yeah. Everything I say is lame, so.
Oh, the rude. Don't say that. That's rude.
But the next entry is Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely go, before I switch, guys, definitely go check out Spider's work. He does stuff on stream. He also plays a lot of games on stream. It's not about Monk either? Okay, so this one is Jesus's, so I'm gonna pause this real quick so we can listen to it. Thank you for gifting a sub to Susie. Everyone knows I love Monk. Ooh, we got a new intro. Okay, I'm being quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna start reading what Jesus had to say. The title on this is in Jasconius. The Jasconius tempts sailors with a lush island on its back, tricking them to dock on it. Then the creature attacks. My piece used that as inspiration to create an anglerfish with a golden orb light, used to tempt sailors to port and eventually build around and worship the orb as a good luck idol. But future sailors would end up attacking the former, and the deaths fled the creature as seen by the glowing skin. Somewhat an anti-war, anti-greed piece with a bit of what is that? Thalassophobia? Thalassophobia, fear of dark, open water, tide in, which is a phobia I have. Oh no, I didn't know that had a name. As always, animations are made with Sprite and Bitwig Studio for the music. Thanks again for the challenge, Dad. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share Jesus' link tree. Yeah, he does all of his stuff, so let's go. And I wanted to talk about it. I'm enjoying the new intro. Liking it. But to start off, like you have a piece that has a lot of politics in it and a lot of like beauty to it too, because we have this anglerfish that is very still and allowing these things to dock and live on it, and then they're being destroyed. And I love how like each city they're all like building around this orb, and you can tell that it was idolized before I even read the story. I mean, it looks like they're worshiping it. It looks like they're building around it, and then these other nations, these other people are coming to try to take it from them because they also worship it in their own way. They're all fighting over it, and they just keep getting more and more advanced in order to take this city. It's a very beautiful. It's a very beautiful piece. Oh, and then we have the alien. Oh, and it took the orb. I didn't see that at the end. Oh my gosh, the alien. The alien took the orb at the end. I didn't see that. They actually took it off the island. I love this one so much because I think for the first time we have a beginning. We have a, like, all the way through story, and then we have an ending. we have a conclusion. So, like, out of all of your pieces, like, I felt like there was storytelling and there was, like, a movement in the story. But with this one, I felt like there was a very clear beginning and a very clear end. So I love that you did that. It makes your piece just that much more beautiful. And the music definitely adds, like, this ominous tone of, like, they're not learning their lesson, they just keep doing it. And, you know, maybe so much time has passed that they don't actually realize the cycle that they're in of just, like, completely destroying and then rebuilding, because some of these probably took years and years and years to build these cities. So it is a very beautiful piece on Greed, and it looks like this very last one right here has killed everything vegetative on the island. Everything that was green is gone. It's all cement. So just the attention to detail is just very beautiful. And I love its evil grin. Just incredible piece. Jesus, you blow us away all the time. Monk, did you want to add something? Are you there, Monk?
Oh, sorry, I had myself muted. I didn't want my sniffling and breathing to interrupt. But yeah, I love the intro and outro. That's all I said while I was muted. And no one knows this, not even Dead, but the anglerfish is one of my favorite deep sea creatures, because I love monsters. I love drawing monsters. And oh boy, is the anglerfish a real, like, belongs to planet Earth monster. And it's just living its life, doing its thing. But your story is cool. It's legit, and for it to be an anglerfish, just like how Autumn chose to do a turtle, and that uniqueness, I would have never thought to make a Jasconius that is an anglerfish. And with the lore, the mythos being about the Jasconius luring in its victims, what better representation than to use a real life example, the anglerfish, who is the most famous aquatic monster for luring in its victims with the tantalizing glow of its light. And then for this story to have developed where they worship it, yeah, that makes sense. If there was a giant floating orb on an island floating through the sea, yeah, you would worship it. But I'm on board with Dead. A very clear story from beginning, development arc, and closure. Just really good job. And I had to mute out of respect and just, like, turn up the volume and internalize the music and everything that you do. Just thank you, Zeus, for being a part of this challenge, because I love seeing what you come up with each time, and this was beautiful.
I almost want to create a fan art of this. I never would have thought an anglerfish, and actually you don't know this either, Monk, but one of my favorite deep sea creatures is also the anglerfish. They're so ugly, they're cute. They're adorable, with all their nasty sharp teeth and like their goopy eyes. They're so adorable. Yeah, they're so ugly, they're cute. But then they have that light, and then they kind of like dance it around, which is kind of what I love so much about this concept, Jesus, and why I want to do a fan art of it, is that it is such a beautiful thing to have that like orb above the water, and then you have this giant, that's not in the deep, it's not in the deep ocean, but it's like in open water, and people don't realize that this orb is part of a giant fish underneath, and they're just worshiping it, having no idea what they're worshiping, having no idea that there's something underneath the water lurking there. There's so much like in-depth thought put into this concept, and just an incredible job. I don't know if you were inspired by something or if this was just straight out of your imagination, but yeah, I think this would be a fun one to do a fan art of at one point, because it's just an amazing concept. But let's see what chat has to say. Oh,
welcome in, Brad.
Yeah, welcome in, Brad. I can't believe I'm missing this. Oh no. Well, you're Brad, you're here. I'm late and I have to work. Alright, I'll check the VOD. No worries, Brad. Thank you for coming in. Ron's still telling you that you're the best. Ron says what is that? The Clostomus was my favorite fish. The Clostomus? Is that the one that, like, sucks the bottom of the tank?
I'm not sure.
Clostomus. Maybe I'm not thinking of the right thing, but I used to have the Clostomuses. Yep. Okay. Yeah, they're like a spiny fish, and they stab you, and you get toxins in them. But yeah. Alright. So, definitely go and check out Jesus' Linktree. Go follow Jesus in all of the spots, and yeah, definitely check out their streams, his streams as well. And Jesus, as always, incredible work and a lot of growth in this piece. Alright, so the next piece is mine. Gee.
Ooh, it's so beautiful.
Okay, so this one is mine. Mine is currently a whip. So I guess I'm gonna start reading about it first. But this is the Jasconius whip. I wanted to work on a piece that would be out of my normal routine. I had been in a bit of a depression lately, and I needed a bit of a pick-me-up. I wanted a piece that represented breaking free and change, to transform and to remove blocks. I ended up making the Jasconius dead looking in order to show that there was an end and a new beginning. This new beginning is way different than the them they used to be before, but it is still a part of them, just an entirely different form of them. Kind of like it's transforming into the island almost, like these things are growing from it, and even though it's, you know, a whale, it's growing into land, so it's something completely different. It's something that, you know, swims in the open water and is transforming into an island, a paradise. So I don't know, like, I guess that was my concept, is that it was transforming versus it was actually carrying the island on its back, is that it was becoming an island, a refuge. So let's see. The new beginning is way different. I'm gonna catch back up. At one end is another beginning. That is why I also chose the rune Degas, which is a doorway, and it's very meaningful in transformation, awakening, and the end of a path. So to become something entirely new. So Degas is a door.
That's beautiful. I've already gushed over this a little bit before stream, because the new photo angles that you provided definitely were eye-catching. I think that lighting is so important when it comes to taking photos of traditional pieces. And hola, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
I love the idea that when you were choosing this symbol and choosing this method and the story that you're creating for your Jasconius of it transforming into the tree, that you also were going through a transformation yourself in this process because you have done some pour painting, but you haven't done a lot of it, and you haven't done it on stream, and you haven't done sculpting on stream. You've done lots of sculpting in the past, but you haven't done it on stream yet. And so you just dove into a new experience stream-wise and pulled yourself out of your comfort zone, all in the name of pulling yourself out of a slump that you were in on the day that you were doing this. And you're just an inspiring person. I'm honored to have you be my friend because I look at the things you create when you are just fighting through your daily internal battles, and you end up creating the result always ends up being so beautiful. I'm looking at this and it's gorgeous, and you totally pulled off the galaxy vibe. I feel like it's not just a galaxy thing, but like I when I was watching Doctor Strange on the Marvel movies diving into the kaleidoscope like quantum universe, I'm getting a bit of that vibe too. So it's beautiful, dude. You did an amazing job, and thank you for all that you do for us.
Well, thanks for liking it. I appreciate all the words that you said. I was trying so hard to make it look like a galaxy, and I was like, I'm failing! So I appreciate that too.
Ron says, if I can add my opinion, because it's plant, it has room for growth, like the art is not over yet. Yeah.
It's a whip.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whip. It's gonna grow. And it's already so beautiful. And Tobin asked, how are you?
I'm doing good. And you, Tobin? Alright, so the next piece that we're gonna be looking at, I guess I should drop my, here. Let's do some shameless, plugging in my own stream. Aw, you beat me to it. I did, guys, update my Patreon, goals. I'm gonna start posting them on stream too. And, like I was saying, I'm gonna try to get into more of a schedule streaming. The plan is this summer to try to get to stream more and maybe work less in other areas so I can start doing what I love more, which is this. But we'll see what happens. It's a shift that I want, so I just have to one step at a time at it. And yeah, so follow me on all of those places, including TikTok, because I hope to start putting ones up there too. But we'll see. One step
all
at a
of
time.
the things.
All the things. And I have Fan Expo coming up. The Majora's Mask stickers I'm looking forward to. But alright, so the next one is Evolutions. Let's check it out. Okay.
It's so beautiful.
So this is Evolutions, and she says, underneath the surface. I use Sketchbook on my tablet, and although it is super simple, I love the challenge to find the right brush and make it work with the drawing. I used multiple brushes to draw and blend to get the results, and excited to make this one a sticker. Thank you for the inspiration and making me work on this. Wow, I just realized there's dirt, there's like a, on the top of the whale's nose, like there's this dirt on top of there, so it looks like a cliffside protruding out of the water. That's beautiful. So it looks like an island with a sharp cliffside, which I've seen tons of those. It actually, oh my gosh, that's very beautifully inspiring. Because now I'm actually imagining those cliff sides, you know, those crazy ones with the rock formations that are coming off the side of an island. And they're just gorgeous. So that's what this is what this reminds me of. I love that you chose to have the nose coming out of the water instead of having the nose down in the water, because again, that was a choice and concept that you had to somehow work into the piece. Monk, thank you for gifting Tobin. And it's got a very angelic and very, like, easygoing, calming type vibe. I love how you decided to put the two fins together at the bottom, and that's kind of what kind of gives it that zen and very balanced type feel, is that it has the fins, like, pointing towards each other, and then we have a straight up with its face. So you've got this nice curve, and your eyes are drifting very calmly through the piece. You also like folded the water over only on the edges, and then we're getting a nice flow through to the front of the whale to the back. So like you just made some really good choices with the flow of the eye and the movement. Oh shit.
Thank you, Ron.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm sorry, guys. Monk broke my, Ron broke my stream. Sorry, guys. Ron, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the channel. I, apparently leaned on my keyboard in surprise and broke my stream.
Thank you so much, Ron.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
So, Evolution. My favorite shape is the triangle. I just... when I was trying to teach myself the arts, and I'm always trying to teach myself art, always struggling with that journey. When I stumbled upon what triangular composition was, and like how to use it, and things like the golden ratio and all of that, I just became overly obsessed with the psychology of composition, and this is beautiful. And for those who are not tracking, a triangle, an upside down triangle, if you could call it that, where you have a point pointing downward, and then a flat base up top here, like what you see here. It's often a symbol psychologically for power, which is why you'll see almost on all superhero chests, there are repeatedly over and over again, the logo on superhero chests often end up being some sort of triangle that helps pronounce the posturing of their chest. There's other things, but anyways, enough obsessing over the triangle piece. Beautiful. beautiful, Evolution. The colors, the clouds, the brushes, the idea, and look at those rocks, homie. Look at those rocks. Look so real. I'm trying to bring my eyeballs as close to the rocks, the gray rocks that are between the cliffside and the edge of the forest. Like I'm just looking at that, and it looks so real. And the approach that you took for the species of whale that this is, so like this is on point. This is a very accurate depiction of this species of whale. I'm just like, ah, I could stare at this forever. I want this on my wall.
Welcome, Tech Kyle. And oh my gosh, I paused a little bit longer. I wasn't actually done. So one of the things I wanted to add was actually the texture on the side of the whale. You see that beautiful texture? The bumps.
It is. It's beautiful. Go on.
That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to add was that one part. Like I can't stop looking at those. Like them bumps, them lovely lumps. Lovely lady lumps. Let's not call them that. Okay.
Run! But yeah, just a great job, Evolution.
Thank you for the biddies.
We miss you.
Oh.
We always miss you.
Boop the train. Oh, I didn't know there was a train. Oh. Cersei, thank you so much for the 10 biddies as well.
It's a train.
Thanks for the hype train, guys. I didn't know that. But yeah, guys, check out Evolution's stuff. She's on TeePublic, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. So she is a streamer. So definitely go and check out all of the places. Sorry. I did not mean to sneeze. I better not be getting COVID, guys. I'm gonna get pissed if I get COVID. I'm gonna be pissed!
No. Now Caesar's terrified. He's like, don't yell at me.
I know, he's staring at me. Look at him. He turned his head to the side and just screamed just now. Oh, thank you, Tech Kyle. I feel bad. It's like I should have muted. Okay, so there is one more piece left. Oh wait, no, there's two more pieces left.
Two more, you silly goose.
Oh, well, I forgot I put blends in last minute.
I used royalty-free music.
Okay. Thank you so much, Monk, for gifting Tech Kyle a sub. Okay, I'm gonna pause the music. This next one is Monk's, so we're gonna listen to the narration.
How are you feeling? What are you thinking? I feel trapped in my thinking. I feel unable to lay the image that is in my mind onto a canvas or into the world for you to properly see. Cityscapes are thousands of miles, waves and canopies, skylines and mountains, valleys and thunder, rage and love. My hands were shaking and my shoulders tightening. But then I breathed. I didn't focus on breathing. I didn't focus on focusing, nor did I focus on not focusing. But no lack of awareness was had either, as the blur of life danced into focus. Are you where you want to be in life? Yes, and no. Yes, because where is not here, but how I am anywhere is where I want to be. I will be here forevermore, where I need to be because of how I choose to see. I'm here and I'm alive.
And that's where I need to be. No, because how I think I'm feeling will always be a frantic, barehanded fumble of onion peeling and onion cutting. But stop, hush, breathe. What? Hello. Breathe. I wanted to write a note to humanity, to you, only to leave behind a scrawling of I. And so, I don't know. I won't ever know the best answer to the questions that demand such presence, but delivered unto me via dove across cityscapes for thousands of miles. No, don't panic. Just breathe. Be here. Just be where you need to be. And everything will be okay. Hey, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? I feel trapped in my thinking. I feel unable to lay the image that is in my mind onto a canvas or into the world for you to properly see. Cityscapes are thousands of miles, waves and canopies, skylines and mountains, valleys and thunder, rage and love. My hands were shaking and my shoulders tightening. But then I breathed. I didn't focus on breathing. I didn't focus on focusing, nor did I focus on not focusing. But no lack of awareness was had either, as the blur of life danced to focus.
Hello everyone.
I was trying to listen to it for a second time, I'm sorry.
Are you where you want to be in life?
You can continue though, I turned it down.
Oh, no worries.
Yes.
Just to explain what I was trying to do here,
Because where is not here.
the text at the bottom of the screen is a bit blocked, but
Is where I want to be.
it's on my YouTube channel.
I will be
So I guess I'll put my link tree here.
Because of how I choose to see.
If you're trying to see
I'm here
the text, you'll find it if you decide to navigate your way there. No need to do so. This is a conversation
a frantic, barehanded fumble
to
of onion peeling and onion cutting. But
a person talking to themselves as they are drowning.
What? Hello.
And I was trying to give a slight, a very subtle echo to the audio. For those of you who have really well-tuned ears, you'll be able to hear that there's a very slight reverb. And the purpose of that was to try to just to add to the fact that the narrator for this piece is drowning.
Across cityscape.
And the reason why I chose to do that was it's kind of from the perspective of a person who got lured into
be here.
The trap that is the Jasconius, but that they're kind of just saying goodbye to the world, but as they're saying goodbye, they're kind of realizing that everything will be okay.
I feel trapped.
As they come, they arrive at peace with the way that everything is ending.
Onto a canvas.
That they chose to live their life the way that they wanted to.
Cityscapes for thousands of miles, waves and canopies, skylines and mountains.
Are you gonna read what you had wrote?
Rage and love.
Oh, what I wrote here was, if you ever struggle to believe that you belong, or that you are struggling to find your purpose, know that
I'm not focusing, but no lack of awareness.
What did I write?
Either, as the blur of life danced into focus.
Oh, that begins with this.
Are you where you want to be in life?
Just know that
Yes.
love begins with the self.
Yes.
And that
Because
purpose is created
here, but how
within the self as well.
Is where I want to be.
Well,
I will be
okay.
here forevermore. Where
am I good to talk right now?
Because of how
Okay, well, and you know that I usually stop after the first time I listened to a piece. The reason why I did it is because I was crying.
No.
And I couldn't talk.
How?
Because I think that a lot of us can relate to the feeling of drowning in our own thoughts and our own minds and not being able to figure out where we're supposed to be going, what our purpose is, what we're supposed to be doing. And I think that Autumn said, Monk, I cried during this and got goosebumps. So you have to know that you've created a very incredible piece here. And that's why I wanted to listen to it for a second time. I'm sorry I didn't voice that because, like I said, I was literally crying and could not speak. And I needed to listen to it a second time because the first time was so impactful that I actually wasn't able to look at any of your artwork. The narration was just definitely moving on a very emotional level for me, and it seems like for others as well. As far as the Jasconius, and I do see how you linked it, but I think that a conscious dream, I do like that you've added that link. The visuals are beautiful, and they're beautiful separate, but they also are very beautiful together. I love that with this particular piece, you have these different perspectives, because especially when you're listening to this piece, it seems like we're not just looking at one perspective and then another. We're looking at these beautiful creatures and all these, and all of the beauty that they are. Yeah, it's just it's incredible one with this is, yeah, I'm without words, and that doesn't happen often. But just know that it's gorgeous, and I think it was a little bit of something of what I needed to hear.
Are you where you want to be in life?
And maybe others.
Yeah.
Yes. And now. Yes, because where is not here.
Definitely click on that link tree and support Monk in all the areas. He streams. He also so he creates these pieces on stream, and he also has TikToks.
And I'm alive. And that's where
yeah, I'm working on getting back into streaming more often.
I think I'm feeling.
I haven't been streaming because I've been drowning.
Yeah.
Of onion peeling,
onion
cutting.
I know Dead's been swamped with life too, and just everyone's just been swamped. You know, it's like it's almost like all of the pauses that we had to take during 2020
to you.
in some sort of weird way where we're all karmically just having to make up for it now, and for some folks it just seems unfair because they're like, and I'm talking about Dead here, like she didn't take a break during 2020. She was there for all of us, and
such presence, but delivered.
I'm just glad that you're all here.
By a dove
Yeah,
across
for her.
Well,
for thousands of miles.
yeah, I struggled. I pushed through with 2020, and now I'm struggling so bad now. It's like,
Breathe.
I don't know why I'm struggling so much harder during 2022, but
Just be where you
I am. And I think that the more I'm on line and I'm hearing that more people are just struggling more and more with 2022. So 2022. That people are going through a lot of transformation and change and awakenings, and just the ones that are
feel trapped.
trying
My
to
thinking.
pull at deeper meaning, and I think that part of 2020 was that, right? It caused us to reflect on our lives and ask ourselves, are we happy? Is this where I want to go? Is this
Properly see
what I want to be? And then for the next 2 years we have
waves and canyons,
either made
skylines and mountains,
ourselves different,
valleys and
or we have
rage and love.
just accepted that that's our lives,
Were shaking and my shoulders tightening.
which is hard. Either way you go.
Then I
Because sometimes accepting is not
didn't
accepting,
focus
it's
on breathing.
stagnation, and stagnation
Nor did I focus.
is a hard thing to pull away from.
But
Yeah.
no lack
But
of awareness.
hi, how's it going, Melting Star? Welcome in.
Into focus.
Mucho hugs. Thank you, Melting Star, for your beautiful comment.
I'm
And
gonna
you
read
too,
it.
Autumn.
I'm gonna read it.
No!
Let me read them, Monk. Autumn says, Monk, I cried during this and got goosebumps.
Is not here, but how
Shersees
I am
says the
is where
the
I will be
hieroglyphics
forever
add to the whale.
to be.
Yeah, I think they're like roadways and stuff.
Choose to see.
Mm-hmm.
Melding Star says, very beautiful in a lot of ways, Monk.
No.
Autumn says, Monk, why you not a voice actor? I know, he's got the most calming voice in the universe, but that's just my thought.
Peeling an onion.
Autumn says, sorry I'm late, I slept over. Hopefully I didn't miss mine. You did. Yeah, you did. We're on the last two. I'm sorry, Autumn.
I wanted to write.
Autumn says, aw, Dad, we love you. I just feel like I don't have time for me anymore with my jobs. I feel that, and that's what hurts, because now I want time for me and I don't have it, so I have to fight for it every day, and that's why 2022 is so hard. Is because I want to fight for me, you know? But life won't let me, and we have to find that balance, and we have to fight for us, because no one else is going to. We're the only ones that are going to care if we get to do the things that we love at the end of the day. And life is a journey, and when we don't pursue those things that make us happy, that make our lives feel fulfilled, at the end of the day when we're on our deathbeds, it's just nothing but regret. And we don't want to have our journey be full of regret.
Exactly.
Monk! Monk!
It's Autumn! I got it.
Monk, thank you for gifting us up to Autumn.
We love you, Autumn.
And then Autumn says, but I'm getting a pay raise soon, so I guess it wasn't in vain. But yeah, money, and that's where it's difficult, because you need money to survive. You need money to get through, but in the end of the day, like, does money make you happy? Does it?
Nope.
We have to do the things that make us happy, and that's why this summer is going to be a struggle for me, because I've decided that what makes me happy is streaming, and I haven't been able to stream for almost a year.
Focus on focusing, nor
And it hurts. you know? Sorry, I'm crying again.
No lack.
But I put a calendar up. It's a monthly calendar. And I have it hanging up on my wall, and every day I stream, I'm gonna mark that calendar so I can reflect over the month and see how many days I've streamed in a month. And I'm sure it's gonna be more than I think. You know, and then soon it will be more and more each time I look up there.
I am anywhere is where
Yeah.
I want to be.
And something I've been saying a lot in the last week or so
Where
is something that
because of how
I feel bad that I don't
I'm here.
know who the TikToker is off the top of my head. Oh, Ron.
Oh, Ron!
You're so kind.
Thank you, Ron. You didn't have to do that.
But, oh, so many beautiful people, too. Look, Captain EJ is in there. Crazy Taz. Melting Stars are in there.
Melting Star got one. Watchmaster got one.
I wonder if they're watching. They must be. But, back to what I was saying, I'll be short because we still have another entry, but like, this person, it was just a random TikTok, and I needed to hear this comment. The comment was, stress isn't caused by doing too much of what we don't want to do. It's caused by not doing enough of what we love. And that floored me. Like, I was already sitting down, and thank God I was, because if I was standing, I would have just sat on the ground wherever it was I was. I agree, Tech Kyle. A great journey begins with a step.
Hi, Jack. Welcome in, Jack.
Hola, Jackda.
Yeah, great journey begins with a step. Yeah. I keep telling myself one step at a time lately, because, like, I'm having a hard time getting through. So, one step at a time, guys. One step at a time. Every day, if you can, and don't hate yourself for the days you don't take a step, because sometimes you stop taking steps when you hate yourself for not taking steps.
Yeah.
And there's more harm than that. Just forgive yourself for not doing it that day and the day after, and then praise yourself when you start stepping again.
I didn't focus on focusing, nor did I focus on not focusing.
Alright. Well, guys, should we go to the last piece?
Yeah. Next piece is by Blend.
The next piece is Blends, and
I hope that it's okay, Blend, that we wanted to share your beautiful whip.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't ask, we just put it in, because I'm a jerk.
But it is beautiful, what you have so far.
Okay, let's see. I don't know why it's still playing your music, but I think it is. Oh, there, it finally stopped. I was like, why is it still doing your narration? Okay, let's see, same Dan. Same, I feel that. I wanted streaming to be therapeutic, but it literally have no mental energy to do anything after work. I don't even want to talk to people, it kills me. I feel like I'm starting to lose my art dream. Autumn, you should have heard me right before I started stream. I was crying because I am in so much depression that I literally want to just lock myself in my room and do nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. I don't even want to do the things I love. And if it's not for you guys, like, I wouldn't do these things, and I'm glad that I streamed, because I get to... I love streaming. It's just, it's so hard when you have this debilitating depression, and you just have a hard time pushing through. And sometimes you don't even know where it's coming from. You're like, where the hell is this depression come from? Because I was fine. Like, literally last week I was on cloud 9, and now I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? You know? sometimes you just, and I think it's just like, I need to get back and build back up, you know? I was there once, I can get back there again. It's just, when you're not appreciated at your job, and you're just like, you're not getting the support you need from the people that are around you, it's hard. It's hard. You gotta surround yourself with good people, and I think that's why I've decided I'm gonna quit my job. I'm going somewhere else. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere else. Because I need to feel what this community makes me feel, appreciated and loved, and if that means I make less money somewhere else, then fine. I can't not do the things I love, you know? I can't at the end of the day come home and be miserable and then not be able to do the things I love. Like, what's the point of living if you're just not happy? You know?
Yeah.
If you're not able to pour love into yourself at the end of the day because a job just sucks all of your life out of you, just, what's the point of having money if you just don't even want to do anything with it? I don't know. I mean, of course, we all go shopping on Amazon and then feel guilty about it, and then you're like, wow, there goes all this stupid money for things I don't even need or want by the end of it. I think, what I'm talking about is, when you get into a really depressive state, some people, they shop on Amazon. And that was something that I had a bad habit of for a long while. I'd get depressed and just browse on Amazon and just buy a bunch of shit I didn't need, and then I'd get it in the mail, and it made me happy for like a few minutes, but then it'd wear off, and then it was just more shit that I had to like dig through to clean my house, you know? Ugh. Sorry. I will stop. Anyway.
We're here for you.
Okay. Let's talk about Blend Spees. This is Blend Whip. They are doing almost like a yin and yang type thing here. And it's a watercolor. I can't wait to see this piece done. It's turning out very beautifully so far already. Your gradients are on point. And I love that you're doing killer whales, because we all know how much you love, what is it, Waterworld? But it's not called Waterworld. Damn it, that's the theme park. Every time we talk about theme parks, I've never been there. SeaWorld. Blend talks about SeaWorld a lot. So I love that you chose orcas. I wonder if they've ever, like, swam with the orcas. I think that I'd be afraid it'd eat me. Yeah, you did, Punky! This is the last entry. Is there anything that you wanted to say about it, Monk?
I just want to first off take credit for saying that I think that it's got yin yang vibes.
Yeah, I stole it from you. Sorry.
But like the big reason why I felt like that's what I was looking at was just like it reminds me of how, like in The Last Airbender, you got the two koi fish that are swimming around in a circle together like that, you know? And it's beautiful because the orca is like literally the perfect animal to like use in a yin and yang symbol type deal, because they're already black and white. They already kind of look like a yin and yang swimming all by themselves. So, but as always, Blend, you've just got a steady hand and a passionate flow for the way that you place the things that you do, whether it's on paper or if it's in pixels. I know that this is going to come out beautifully because it's already beautiful at its foundation. And again, forgive me and Dead for putting the whip, but we saw it in the monthly myth channel, and we wanted to include it because we know that you too, because you talked about it the last time Dead streamed, that you're working all sorts of crazy hours too, and that you're probably working right now, and we love you.
And we love and appreciate you.
Yeah, and I hope that you're doing great, and just keep on making art, homie. Hola, Punky!
Okay, so let's go to see what people are saying in here. I'm gonna go up further. Okay, is this Blend's art? Yes. Sershi, yes. And let's see. Such a big reason I refuse to do full-time jobs anymore. My depression gets so bad. Yeah. Also, Home Depot is a piece of shit company. Oh no. we're putting Home Depot on blast. You're on blast. Let's see. It's her whip, yeah. Very ableist? Same. And, let's see. Shirsi says, I stopped buying comic books when after a while I was just ordering them and putting them into boards and bags. Yeah, and I think that people, when we get sad, we collect things. And that's, yeah. I think we're all kind of guilty of it. I think that I went on a tarot deck they were cards of affirmation when I was I had a little bit of a depression. I think that we do this a little bit to try to treat ourselves and make ourselves feel better, but material things don't really make us feel better in the end. They just clutter our lives and make us feel like we need to clean and get rid of things, and it's so funny that we do that. We try to comfort ourselves with material things. Let's see. Punky says, for real, those gradients for watercolor are sick. I can't wait to see this finished. Yeah, I know, right? Watchmaster says, we're here for you in our own ways. I'm personally grateful each time you go live. Thank you, Watchmaster. Yeah, it's really hard for me to go live, but like I said, I'm gonna change things around this summer. Part of that transformation piece is I'm looking for change now, and I actually feel the shift, and I think that's part of my depression right now, is because I know it's gonna make a lot of people unhappy. And parts of it are gonna make me unhappy because I don't like change, but change is good. Oh my gosh, guys, change is scary, you know, but in the end, if we want to be happy, we can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. We have to jump again. And jumping's fucking scary, and it hurts, but you gotta do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
Especially when you have as much gas as I do. Jumping is just a huge project.
Oh my god. Monk.
It's like,
why do you have to turn everything serious into farting?
Huh? What? Oh. Sorry.
Sure, she says orcas are the pandas of the sea. They are.
Hell yeah.
Adam says, this is what I'm dealing with. They are expecting 5 sales each day, and because of the store I work at, it's near damn impossible every day. They go, it's just a mindset, and I go, well, quit pushing. Pucky says I was lame and playing Dead by Daylight. Is that what it is with Mia? I didn't see you go live. Yeah, my bot wasn't alive right away, so that might be part of it. Ron says, did you just ask if they ever swam with orcas? Yes, I did. Is that not a thing? Do I not know what the things are? Maybe I don't? Okay, I got no... Oh, you overslept. Okay, let's see. look at my chalky dry husband is done.
I mean, the reveals are over, so...
Yeah, it's over. We're getting ready to vote. Look at this, guys. Share your artwork. Anyone, if you'd like to share your artwork, do keep in mind, though, this is going on YouTube, so if you don't want your stuff on YouTube, you should probably not show
me
stuff.
what you got!
But yeah, this looks beautiful. Your chalky dry. I like it.
The first thing I want to say, Autumn, is I love that it's asymmetrical. I'm so glad that you didn't. And I'm not saying that it's bad to use the symmetry tool. I'm not knocking anyone that does. I think that it adds a lot of character when you individually do each side independently. I love that you did that. It's beautiful.
And then Punky says, that turns out awesome, Autumn. I love the lighting on this. Yeah, I really love that you, like, the expression on the face and everything. Like, I didn't imagine any of this. So I really like how it turned out. You did a great job, Autumn. Let's see.
What's he hiding under them wings?
Punky says, he's naked. Well, we wouldn't know. Punky says, depression is a hell of a drug. Man, mine usually just completely wipes all emotions out of me. That's usually when I just lay in bed and stare at the wall. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to watch just Stranger Things and just like binge watch it. And then my mom came in and disrupted that. She's like, what's your problem? And then I went, Rah! Like freaked out. She's like, wow, you're in a really bad mood. And I was like, I am. I'm gonna go hide for the next 2 days in my room. And she's like, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, no, seriously, I'm gonna go hide in my room for 2 days. Because like, I need to not be around people. But you guys don't, right? I mean, you guys don't bring out the worst in me, and I think it's just when you have unsupportive people around, and I'm not saying that it's about any in particular people, but at work I feel very underappreciated, and I keep doing these things. Like, I was so proud of myself today. I was so excited with the things I did, and a simple thank you or good job or wow, you did it, or a pat on the back, or oh look, what you did is pretty cool, or even a meh would have been better than just being completely ignored for what I did, because it wasn't part of my job requirement. I was using my education over 37 years and my experience and my bachelor's to decipher and fix these things at work that I was not getting paid for. I mean, this is beyond, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted a simple thank you, and all I got was like, okay, get out of my face, but from my boss. And I guess it was part of a final straw. Like, I've been at a final straw for a couple months now, but every time he does it now, like, I'm just, why can't you just say thank you? Why can't you just go, I don't know, like, simple words, right?
In your boss's defense, he had a lot of smelling of his own farts scheduled for the day that he needed to get through.
But yeah, I come home and I'm like, I'm watching Stranger Things and I'm not doing anything else, and I literally didn't do anything else. And then I looked at my phone and then I was like, shit, I missed an eye appointment. I was supposed to do my coursework and I didn't. And I'm throwing this damn phone across the room, and I didn't actually throw it, and then it decided it didn't want to charge anymore because it decided there was liquid in it, and I don't know what liquid it's talking about because I didn't put any liquid in it.
Oh.
You ever have one of those days where you're just like, okay, I shut down, and now I realized I didn't human for way too long? I enjoyed Stranger Things, okay? Up to episode 4. I wanna keep watching. Let's see. The trick Sure, she says the trick we want to attend is having that idea and it holds the enthusiasm or inspiration though through to completion, or hope to not have the struggle with executing the idea to paper/canvas. Is that the journey?
Mm-hmm. The journey is what you want to make it.
The journey is your life, my friend.
Yep.
When we talk about, I talk about end of life, and we talk about making your spiritual journey and your transition into your next, your next wherever we go. People talk about that, but they don't talk about how life is the journey to that point. That every moment counts. That every decision that you make counts. You sitting on the couch and deciding to play on Instagram, that moment counted because you made it count, even though you're choosing to sit there and look at Instagram. And I'm guilty of this. I'll get lost in TikTok for hours. But we have to remember that we chose to spend our time that way. And we have to forgive ourselves for the moments that we want to just binge TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. But we can't blame it on our depression. We can't blame it on, I did this because of this. You know, we can't victimize ourselves. Like, we are making these conscious choices to spend our time that way. And that's why every moment counts. It's so much bigger than that, by the way. Every moment counts. I could go into a whole freaking 15-20 minute explanation on why every moment counts. But just keep that in mind, that we decide how to invest our time, and that when we don't have time, we have to make time. And that means that we made time for something else if we don't make time. And sometimes that is playing on Instagram instead.
Yeah.
And being conscious of those moments when we choose to do other things. I haven't played Merge Magic in over, oh my gosh, like 3 weeks. And I'm like both horrified and impressed. Because I used to be obsessed with that game. But anyway. I did finish that animation I was working on. Nice, Tobin. What were we going to say, Monk?
No, I was just going to say, I think that we live in amazing times. I didn't think I would see the day that humanity creates a time machine, but then TikTok came out.
Yeah, it totally warps time. Messes you up. You definitely are watching it, and then one moment you have definitely teleported yourself from the kitchen all the way back to the living room and didn't even notice. And
yeah, I don't
3
know
hours later.
I don't know where the hell 2021 went. It was 2020 and now it's 2022. Where the is this the Mandela effect? Where the fuck did 2021 go?
Damn you, TikTok.
Okay.
Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, so Autumn says, I'm about to get into a meeting with my boss soon about doing half days to help with my mental health. I understand that. He might be naked. Hopefully not your boss, Autumn.
No, he means...
I know what she meant. It was just like right after she just talked about her boss. And I couldn't help it. No. Like, Autumn's probably like, please no. Why would you say that? Punky says, I'm sending you all of the love, Deb. Thank you, Punky. He's got high on his own flatulence. I agree, says Punky. My boss getting high on flatulence. Autumn says, but Dad, you aren't the author of a new kids book called I Need a New Butt. And it farts. Monk might like it. It's a real book? What? No!
Oh, no.
Autumn says, and also the only funny moment of my week was that I swore blind that I thought a blowout plug was a butt plug. Oh, what? And there's my mind in the gutter. Yeah. And then Punky says, well, I think we all need to stop beating ourselves up for not always being productive, too. Like, I spend tonight with my, Death by Daylight instead of doing art, but I feel much more refreshed now that I have taken a small break to do something else I wanted to do that isn't productive. Exactly. We need to self-love moments. Self-love.
And spending time with the people that we love.
Right, and sometimes, you know, the Dead by Daylight wasn't a waste because you played it with Mia. You know, and I guess, like, that's what I always looked at. It was like, okay, well, is this a black hole? And I used to tell myself, if I'm doing it by myself, it's a black hole. If I do it with people I love, it's not. That's not true, because you love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you need to love yourself. You need to work on that. Because spending time with yourself is important. Just as important as it is spending time with people you love, because you need to develop that relationship with yourself. Because we, in the end of the day, sometimes we only have ourselves at the end of the day. And not always, but you know what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
You can only love others as much as you love yourself. And that is so true, because the more self-love I have, the more love I have for people around me. It's astonishing. I cannot believe that I was walking around with this judgmental freaking thing held over me, because I judged myself so harshly, and I had no idea that everyone I loved, I held them to that same harshness. I had no idea. And then once I started developing self-love, I'm looking at people and going, wow, I don't know. It's hard to explain without getting into specifics, and I don't really want to go down this black hole of explaining why self-love is so important in ways that I never realized. We could talk about that on stream sometime. Maybe I'll do a YouTube on self-love. But anyway, let's see.
Welcome to the Self-Love Podcast.
We just talked about self-love today. Sure, she says, I looked up weird kids books I found the night Dad went to jail. I have a story about that. That's pretty scary, so maybe it was a scary story. I have a scary story. Now it's June 8th, yeah. Punky says, dude, I'm just a few days away from turning 35, and I am just floored by the fact that these 6 months of the year just disappeared. Yeah, it's all about your emotional state, you know, how we perceive time. I think it was, if you're happier, time seems to slow down. So, there's different things, like, if you're viewing things for the first time, it slows down. If you're happy, it slows down. So if things are flying by and you can't seem to hold a grasp on it, it's usually because you're not in a state of mind that you're not seeing things on repeat, and you know what I mean? Like, you're not bringing the new into your life, and you're not doing things that make you happy. So things are flying by because it's just you're on to the next. Your mind's on to the next. Your attention's not holding. But anyway, tangent again. Autumn says, nah, he's the old dead, so no. He's what? Sure, she says, are you getting fewer and fewer submissions now? Well, I mean, I haven't been streaming as much, if that's what you mean, and that's always something that happens. Autumn says, some bosses I've had, I could go, ooh, he actually ain't that bad looking, but this guy's old. Oh, I see what you mean. I see. No. Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I hear you, Autumn. It was a bad joke, I know. Punky says, I agree. I am having to do a lot of unlearning of my toxic, productive behaviors, and I have been learning so much about how much it is a trauma response. Ugh, yeah, them trauma responses. Yeah, I think that I have some trauma responses first through some of the things that I've been doing too and how they've been reacting. I need to not be afraid of disappointing people. I'm so worried about disappointing people that I disappoint them. Is that weird? You're so worried about disappointing them that you literally disappoint them. And that's why I have problems with shipping. and I'm getting better at it because, like, now that I know, like, what's happening, I've made a rule for myself that it has to be shipped within, like, 48 hours or something like that. Unless it's a t-shirt, then I'll give myself 7 days, but yeah, because I have to make the t-shirt. And I have to have it ordered here from Amazon. There's stuff, like 3-day shipping from Amazon to get here, and then make it, so yeah, you get the point. Let's see. Much as I like spending time out in the park or somewhere else other than home, sometimes reality interferes when a couple with their kids are coming towards me on the trail, and the mom pulls her kid to her as I walk by. It's unsettling me, but I understand, kind of have to shake off the vibe. Shershi, you're looking at that the wrong way. As a mother, I can tell you that my kid will walk right in front of random strangers and cut them off, and then you're gonna end up walking on my kid. It's not exactly that they're afraid of you or they're trying to protect their child. They are trying to protect you from walking on their child. My 7-year-olds will just flat out not be paying attention and just walk in front of somebody that's coming right towards them. I have to push her behind me to show her and to be observant, because kids at that age, they're not paying attention and they're just gonna like go off in their little kid thing and cut you off, and you're gonna run right into them. So don't take it personal. Punky says, oh yeah, these last few months have been rough. They really have. For a lot. For me as well, I mean. Brad, thank you for the 100 biddies! I am big sadage. I was too busy to be here today. Oh, Norman Reedus is crying. Why you do that to me? But it's so cool to see you all still doing this. Yeah, we're still trying. We're still trying. Punky says, oh man, Dad, I'm so proud of myself. I managed to fix my damn website so that the shop actually is organized, and I did it all by myself. I'm proud of you too. No, that's not easy. I just fixed all my Pinterest. Or not Pinterest, my Patreon, and it takes time. And I haven't fixed all of it. I still need to make icons and stuff, but it's like, I have been wanting to do that for 3 years. And when you actually do it, it's like, it feels good. I need to do it with my site too, so I get you. I can agree with Dad. Cersei, my 4-year-old niece, just runs out in front of people, and she's tripped so many strangers when I'm not holding her hand and pulling her, pulling her back. It's all about keeping them in line. Right, we're trying to teach them manners because they have no people skills, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna run out in front of the stranger, and I'm like, oh, I got stepped on! Oh, they hurt me! Stop it, you're the one that ran in front of them. I need to pick up productivity because art is supposed to be therapy, and I haven't been much therapy sessions. Yes, we need our therapy sessions. So she says, okay, I'm looking at differently then. It looks like this stranger danger thing when they do that, like I'm a kidnapper. No, you're right there next to them. They don't think that. Okay, so let's get our next myth. So let's do, what is it? Monk, are you still with me? What is my thing? Is it challenge? 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 Adlet. Adlet. I wonder if Monk is still here. I wonder if we lost him. We talked for a long time. Okay, Adlet. Ooh. An Adlet are a race of creatures in the Inuit mythology of Greenland, as well as the Labrador Hudson Bay coast. So it looks like they're little wolf people. Oh, we could draw some furries. Okay, let's do another one. I like this one. Let's see, challenge. Hippogriff. Winged horse. With the head of a hippogriff. Hippogriff. Yes, you did, but we said so much beautiful things. I hope I'll make sure to post this right away. Seriously, is there a naked lady on this? No, okay. So this is a hippogriff. Hey, is that the one from Harry Potter? I think that's the one from Harry Potter. And then we got this guy here. He's pretty cool looking. And then, so we need to get one more. Harry Potter animals? Yep. Challenge. 9-headed bird. As long as you don't have nine wings, we be good. Okay, let's try this last one. So these are the ones that we are looking at. Uh-oh, Monkville sleeps. Oh, okay, let's. He's so tired, guys. He like gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and like he's like 2 hours ahead of me. So when he streams with me, guys, like he's really eating into his schedule pretty bad. So make sure you throw him some love next time he's on, because yeah, it's so hard on him to be here, but he tries. So this is really cool. It almost looks like a phoenix, like with these really beautiful tails. That one looks like a chicken, but it's got 9 heads. I don't know that I want to draw 9 heads, but yeah. So it's this one, the 9-headed bird. The hippogriff, which is an eagle head, and the horse back end. And then we got the adlet, which is like a wolf person. No more horses, damn it! Yeah, he's tired. You remember that Weird Life, like, video? Alright. And, I do have a goal, guys, to try to get the, back the Support Your Passions thing. It's on my Patreon, if you guys want to support that. It's up there, it's on one of the goals. So I'm trying to bring it back. Unfortunately, my circumstances are a little bit different than they used to be. But I still want to try. So yeah, keep that in mind. Let's see, what was I doing? Oh, I was doing the channel thing. So I'm sorry that there's no giveaway today. Hopefully we'll get back there. Creator's dashboard. Let's do this vote thingy. You like the third myth? Okay, I love Harry Potter things. When they come into the mythology, yeah. It's okay, Dad. I know, I'm always just happy to participate. Aww. Oh, thank you. I feel bad because, like, I wish I could do it every time, you know? It makes my heart sing. Okay, add let. Wolf person. Wolf person. Okay, and then we have the hippogriff. Eagle horse. And then we have the 9-headed bird. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Burb. Okay, we're doing 5 minutes and start. Yeah, Adlet. Yeah. Right, Jesus? Buckbeak, yeah. Adderman does need a friend. Yeah. Okay, it looks like the Adlet is winning so far. I haven't voted yet. We vote. Adlet. I'm liking this, like, with an axe in his hand kind of thing, with braids. I got the hippogriff. Seal them. Yeah. Let's bring back the voting. I do like the 9-headed bird, but I'm still burnt out on any kind of feathers. I know, right? That's why I was like, well, I'm glad it doesn't have 9 wings, but I'm still like, meh. Yeah, will be fun anatomy and for a challenge. I might, you know, I want to do a cosplay. I've always wanted to make a fur mask. Maybe I'll try to do it. If we get Adlet, I might try to make a fur soda face. Like, I see them do it all the time with like the T-Rex heads and stuff like that. Like, those are way too big, but I think I could like look up how to make one with 3D prints or like items. I don't know. I want to do it. I want to make a little persona thing. And wouldn't that be cool if like I got that done and then I could take that to like to Fat Expo in Denver? Yeah, I did. I did one for Owlman, right? So I could figure something out. I just always wanted to do one. I love the one of him howling. Cryptid Link? Yeah. Hell yeah, that would double as a sick cosplay. I know! I'm like, oh my gosh. Now I want to do it, but it's so much work learning something like that. But it would be so much fun. Like this last time I did Sculpey. Jesus, you didn't see it. I made a Sculpey character and I had to fire it for 45 minutes and it didn't burn. I was so proud of myself. I've never made a Sculpey character before. And then I painted it. I painted it while it was still hot because like I had no patience. Yay, no burning, I know, right? Everyone was screaming at me on stream though. I'm like, I should cook it for like an hour and a half. They're like, no. Sweet, can't wait to see it. Dad, if you go to your stream menu settings, see if there is a feature to identify a member, a subbed member, to put artist icon for them, like you would a VIP. Wait, what? Is that something new that they're doing? Artist icon. Is that something new that I don't know about? I've never heard of that before. I've burned myself so many times not waiting to paint. Oh my gosh, I know the temptation now. I saw it in another stream. Oh, this is weird. No, I never heard of that. Well, I wonder if they do that. I wonder if it's artist or if it's content creator. Okay, it looks like the Adlet is the winner. So, hype hype! Adlet! I don't know, some of these look pretty cool. Like this one. So I can't wait to see what people come up with.
Yay!
Oh, that one's kind of weird. So Adlet is the winner. I'm sorry, Autumn. Maybe this next time? There's always a next time, always. Okay. So this is where we're gonna say goodbye to the YouTube people. I'm probably going to end stream in general, just because I know I hate doing this because sometimes I don't get back to making the map paintings, but it is 1 o'clock here and I do have to be up in 5 hours, so I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here. And then I'll probably jump back on stream to make the little thing, and if not, I'll do a TikTok. I'm trying to find reasons to go live on TikTok. I might finish my mythos on there because I just have to glue it on there. I just have to glue it on with some like E6000 or something. I don't know how to glue it onto the damn board, but I'm gonna figure it out. I thought about maybe drilling into it. I definitely have to run away myself to get ready for bed. Yes! It's bedtime. Let's go to bed. So we can get good sleep. Get my artist icon in here. Well, I will have to check for that because I have not heard of it. Streamers and mods can click on the icon, and so it's open to click. Well, it looks like if I click on here, I have the followers. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have that icon. It looks like I can, you have a few icons that are unlocked, but it doesn't look like I have an artist icon. Unfortunately. I mean, but everybody knows you're an artist, it's in your name. You put it in your name. I want one? Well, yeah, I didn't see it, but I can look for it. Sorry I missed it. I will always submit a piece, but always want to catch all the reveals. I'll watch VOD after. Excited to see all the pieces. Thanks, friend. Yes, bye Zeus. But I want the icon. You can't have zits. I don't know where it is. Alright. Well, I love all your faces. I'm gonna send you guys to the end screen, and I'm gonna go read somebody. Thank you for being a part of these streams. It means a lot to everyone that submits the pieces, and it also means a lot to me. And I know that I cried the last 2 times talking about how important these reveal streams are. I'm 100% still feeling that, guys. Like, I wouldn't have created anything this month. Like, I wouldn't have created anything. Well, okay, I'm supposed to be creating for Fan Expo, but this last month, I barely squeaked in 2 days before the reveal stream to make this Sculpey pour paint thing that I absolutely love. And if it wasn't for the monthly myth, I don't think that I would have had something that I was just absolutely proud of. And that's because, like, my goal is to at least, like, minimum do the monthly myth, and what that has gotten me to do is that's my one step. You know, I get that one step and then I can actually continue to move forward, because I don't hate myself looking back and seeing a whole month where I didn't create. It helps get me out of these depressions, and it helps me grow, not only as an artist but as an individual, and I think it does the same thing for a lot of other people because they have said so, but I don't like to speak on anyone's behalf. but that's why it's so important that you guys show up to these, even if you're not creating, that you're supporting the artists that do, because this is life-changing for a lot of us, and you're very much appreciated, even as viewers, and those that submit. I love growing alongside of you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. As corny as that might sound. I love you all, and I will see you hopefully in a few days. I'll get back on here. Alright. Love you guys. Bye!